Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today we will be going over my college football Week 10 prop picks. I have some really great picks for you today. I'm very confident with my picks this week. I've done the research. I've had some time to go ahead and get these videos out to you earlier. So there are some picks that I love that aren't on the board yet, and I will also give you some of those picks just as a little bonus. But there are some really great lines out. We're starting to see some regression. We're getting to week 10, so now our numbers are starting to kind of add up. The eye test has kind of got to the point where we kind of know what guys are capable of. We also have so much data to back up what our picks are. So a lot of these picks are going to be spot on um, going forward. I'm hoping for a big week this week. I'll talk a little bit about last week. We could have done better, but no one's perfect. But I feel like this week will be a profitable week. If you enjoy my shows, please go ahead and like them, subscribe them. I'm giving out free picks here, just asking for a little love on the subscriptions and the likes. And like I said, this is an informational channel. Take what you like, leave what you don't. If you like what I said and what I'm giving you, then of course, go ahead and take your chance. If it's something that you disagree with or that you don't want to pick, and by all means, don't pick it. But I'm giving you my research. I'm giving you my picks. So without further ado, let's get to how we did last week. Last week we went 6-4, 60%. Overall, we're at 58% and at 63% year to date for all our picks. So we're still working on those things. Here's our stats, 60%. Once again, not bad, not great, but we're still working. Let's go ahead and get to our first pick today, and that's KJ Jefferson. I've had a love hate relationship with KJ Jefferson. I've had a lot of picks with him. Um, he's done us good sometimes. He's also hurt us in the prop market. His average passing yards at 193, which is really low, but I have him projected at 215. Um, I feel like, Florida has allowed this number for the last six quarterbacks, so over his number for the last six quarterbacks. They also have a new OC, and I feel like they're going to open the game up. They're going to let him do what he needs to do to win. I don't believe there's going to be a lot of time for him to, he'll run the ball as well. So I love his fantasy score. He has something to prove. And with his new offensive coordinator, I think it just breathes new life. I'm expecting him to have a huge game, and his number is really low. So I like him over 199.5 passing yards. The next guy I love is Sam Hartman. He's from Notre Dame. Sam Hartman's number has been a little too high. We hit on him on week one, but he's kind of been shaky because Notre Dame is so strong in the run game. He hasn't had much opportunity, but he's playing a good Clemson defense who will force Notre Dame to run. I know they're going to come in and try to stop the running back, Estime. They're going to try to force Sam Hartman to beat them, which would be a smart idea. Um, he's gotten more comfortable, and I feel like they're going to open up the offense a little bit more for him again. He's got talent and experience, which we love, and I think this game will be a lot different than some people think, and he'll be forced to throw the football. And his numbers are where we kind of wanted at. He's at 230. For a guy with his arm talent and his receivers, I think this is an easy hit over 230 for Sam Hartman. Next guy we're going to look at is Caleb Williams. So Caleb Williams hit for us last week on his passing yards, and I feel like he's going to be on a tear now. He's definitely out the Heisman race. They're probably out the national championship, so I think they're playing spoiler today. I mean Saturday, and I feel like Caleb Williams has the ability to do it. His game total is at 71. Haven't seen a game total that high. It's gotten up to 73. That team total is really high. They're expecting a lot of points on the board. And with his fantasy score, I got his projected at 30. He came in the season, projecting about 32, 33. He hasn't had quite the year he was supposed to have, especially, with his legs. But I feel like he's going to put his legs to work. He's also going to use his arm as well. I think he'll get more touchdown passes. Last few weeks, there's been a lot of running in the red zone. I think that, he'll get some nice chunk plays. I like his over 28.5 fantasy score this week. I'm really confident in this pick for him. We also need him to have a big day through the air so that we can help our season total pick. Next person is Spencer Rattler. And Spencer Rattler kind of let us down, but he's playing Jacksonville State, who is not a huge school. They should have the more talented receivers compared to the defensive backs. I feel like they'll let Rattler loose. And today, he's averaging 265. I got him projected at 270. So his average is over the number they gave us. And he's also playing against a team that they should beat and they need a win. They only won 2 games. I also feel like the coach they love Spencer Rattler up there. I feel like this will be his kind of like his combine, maybe like a pro day where they're gonna let him kind of toss the ball around for the rest of the season, which is good for me and my season total. But I love his over 259 passing yards for Spencer Rattler. Next guy we got is Haynes King. Haynes King is a guy that, averaging 265 passing yards. A lot of it's, he has very explosive wide receivers. University of Virginia defense has gotten a lot of positive things said to them after that North Carolina win. But I feel like their defense will come back to earth eventually, and I think this will be this week. The upset with UNC, I think they still want to have a little bit of a hangover with that. I see this game being closer than people think, but I feel like this is going to be a game where Haynes King kind of shows me and everyone else why he was so talented, and why A&M thought he was great. He has good arm talent, and he's gaining experience. His numbers just really low. I love it over 216 passing yards. We're getting almost a 20 yard discount from what he originally came out at when Prize Picks opened the pick. So it's been getting lower, lower. So we're finally getting it low. So we're buying low and hopefully winning high. Next guy is Brady Cook. I want you to pay attention real quick to his average passing yards. I told you guys as the years goes on, those average passing yards mean more and more because we have more sample sizes. I do understand he's going against a Georgia defense, but this Georgia defense is awesome versus the run. I've actually seen them in person. The running yards are going to be hard to get, but they do have holes in their offense of defensive backfield sometimes. I feel like, with having great receivers like Missouri has, 2 really great receivers, I feel like they'll be able to get open, get space, and create space. Plus, I feel like they'll be down, so they'll have to throw to try to come back. Um, he's averaging 282. Their number they're giving us is a full 40 yards underneath 282. Um, I do see him getting empty yards. And with all that being said, I like his over 242 passing yards. Next guy we're looking at, Travion Henderson. His average is 91. He's projecting him at 95. He's going against a Rutgers defense who probably doesn't have much for him. They do have some guys out, running backs and wide receivers. So I see them trying to keep it on the ground, ground it out, go ahead and get this win. I feel like he'll be a big part of this. They need this win, and I think they're going to feed this young man the football. I think his over 82.5 rushing yards is a really good pick. I feel like he'll clear this very easily as long as he stays healthy and we don't have a bunch of check plays by Marvin Harrison and company. Next guy is Jalen Milroe. averaging 231 passing yards. I got him projected at 23 fantasy score. Jalen's coming off a game where he was productive. Alabama's working their way back this season, doing better than a lot of people thought they would after that first loss against Texas. This game should have a lot of points against LSU defense, 61.5 points. Um, I see Milrow finally um, using his legs and his arms. I feel like he'll be forced to make plays with both. Um, he throws a great deep ball. I see him getting a couple touchdowns there. And I mean, LSU defense to me is still really bad. So I'm very confident with this pick as he's gaining confidence. Hopefully, he puts the ball head down and run a little bit more instead of taking all those sacks. I feel like that's something they probably talked about. So I love his over 21.5 fantasy score. Next guy is Drew Aller from Penn State. Man, he came out with a lot of press, a lot of hype, just because he has great arm talent. We just haven't seen it. His average passing yards at 206. It should say projected passing yards 223. I got him over 219 passing yards. I think he's going to hit that pretty easily. Next guy is Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis is a guy who we picked last week, and they haven't moved his number at all, even though he's playing a Pittsburgh team who has a 47th ranked defense. But it looks like Sam Hartman just kind of tore him up last week. I feel like Jordan Travis is going to have a day. He's Heisman chasing, so every win, every game is important for his stock. I got his projected fantasy score at 27. We're getting it at 24 fantasy score. Can't get a better look than that. So we're definitely going to take that 24.5 fantasy score. Now for a recap. Jefferson over 199, Hartman over 230, Williams over 28, Rattler over 259, King over 216, Cook over 242, Henderson over 82.5, Aller over 219, Milrow over 21.5, and last but not least, Travis over 24.5 fantasy score. Like I told you guys, I think these picks are going to start rolling in. Hopefully, this is our big week. I would love a 10 for 10 week. I know some people need it. My bankroll needs it. So, we're putting good juju on this week. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. Even if you're just coming for the end, where I'm kind of giving you picks. If that's the only thing you look at, there's the recap. Then still shoot me a subscribe. I appreciate all the views and everything that's going on. And like I always say, guys, let's have a bull market today.